One of the viewers of this show wants to know how to show appreciation to their patrons. I think that is a really fun topic for a video, and so I'm going to share some really quick and creative ways to show your community members that you appreciate how they use the library. That's coming up in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. Head on over there, look for the Library Marketing Show tab. I would love some kudos nominations. You don't have to be doing anything super spectacular, but if you have created a graphic or an infographic or a video or a blog post or a poster or something that you're really proud of and you want to show off, send me an email at that tab. I would love to give you kudos. We're going to begin today's episode with kudos, which today is going to the Sherman Public Library. So I was doing some research on something completely unrelated on TikTok when I stumbled across their channel. And I found this video. It is only 8 seconds long, but they use a trending audio, and they got, as of this recording, 28,500 views. And I think they only have like 1,500 followers on their page total. So just an 8-second video. It's like 3 shots with trending audio. It did amazing in terms of outreach for them. I know there's some worry about what's going on with TikTok and whether we should get on that platform. Its future is up in the air, but while it's here, I think this is a great example of how to use that platform in an effective way without too much effort. Great job, Sherman Public Library. All right, let's get into today's topic, which is a couple of ideas for creative ways to show your patrons that you appreciate them using the library. This was one of the requests that came in on the most recent Super Library Marketing Reader Survey. I know I wasn't going to release the results till January, but I was already looking through the responses, and somebody said, how do I show my customers appreciation? They call their patrons customers. So here are a couple of really fun ideas. All right, so our first idea is to create some surprise and delight moments. That's where you surprise and delight your patrons, and it's a strategic move to do because that can really turn someone from just like a regular user of your library into a super user. So a really easy and cost-effective way to do this is to write a few thank you notes and just slip them randomly into books on hold on your hold shelf, or even books sitting on your shelves in your library. A little handwritten thank you note is so rare in today's world. I got one on a flight a couple of months ago, and I actually have it tagged up on my board that's just over my shoulder over here because it was such a surprise and a delight for me. So that would be a really easy and cost-effective way to do this. Another idea would be to randomly pick a day out of the week and just announce it that morning, either on social media or an email, that you're having a golden library card day. And everybody who comes into the library, if they've got fines, they can get their fines forgiven. Maybe they can make 15 copies at the copier instead of normally the 10 that they get for free. You could think of some other ways to offer them some free things. You could do a drawing for swag, or you could just randomly give out swag at the desk. That would be a really fun way to show your appreciation. Because libraries don't sell things, it's kind of hard for us to give stuff away, but you can give your patrons early access to things. So you could pull a list of your most loyal customers, maybe the people who visit your library the most or who check out books the most, and send them an email and offer them early access to like a big author event that's coming up, or like you could have 5 or 10 seats that are reserved and have them right back in and say, hey, I'd like to take my reserved seat. To other events, you can offer early access. You can also create maybe some invite-only events, so like a library Q&A or a meet the librarian or a tour the stacks after dark event to show your appreciation for their patronage. You could also start a patron of the week post on social media. So you could once a week honor a patron, somebody who just comes into the branch maybe the week before, ask if they would like to be the patron of the week. You take a photo of them, maybe give their first name, and ask them a little bit about why they come to the library and use the library. And then you can post that on social media with their permission and name them patron of the week. You could create a video montage of staff members just in a very short manner saying why they love their patrons, why they love the folks who come in and use the library. And you could edit that together into a little montage and post it on social media or even on your library's website. So those are just a couple of my ideas, and I am curious, maybe you have some other ideas, or maybe you've done some things to show your appreciation to your patrons. Why don't we get a conversation started down in the comments about how to show our patrons some love? And that's it for this episode of the Library Marketing Show. But my channel's full of other tips for library marketing. If you're interested in learning more, head to the next video and I will meet you there.